I'll give you anesthesia that you can sleep for 3 days. You think you're dead. Trust me, because
But like, what's the point? But like, what's the point of giving yourself for something? Like, come on now.
That's me giving the person hope. It's better you give.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Research Roundtable. And today we have invited two guests. We have two doctors, in fact, Dr. Pelumi and Dr. Fred. I'll allow them to properly introduce themselves. Dr. Pelumi, please.
Good day, everyone. My name is Oluwapelumi Babatunde. I'm a doctor and also a content creator. You can check out my Instagram page. It will be put down below. So yeah, over to my colleague.
Yeah, good day, guys. I'm Dr. Mutere Frederick from Zambia. Don't have any social media platforms, but hopefully I'll form one.
All right, guys. Today we have a very sensitive topic to talk about. We're talking about mercy killing. And as doctors and people in the medical profession, what do you guys think, or mercy killing or euthanasia? What do you guys have to say? What's your perspective on that topic? Like from that doctor's perspective.
So euthanasia, there is no agreed definition in the universities.
Yeah.
So in a layman's language, I would say it's a killing of a patient by a doctor.
But willingly or unwillingly, because if you ask me, if it's unwillingly, we call that murder. Yeah, but if it's willingly, it's euthanasia. So what do you think?
So I'll simply put it this way: we can subdivide it into what we call voluntary euthanasia. We have what we call involuntary euthanasia. We have what we call non-voluntary euthanasia, and then passive euthanasia. So when you talk about voluntary euthanasia, it's where a patient voluntarily puts a consent with death, and then we have what we call non-voluntary, where maybe the patient is not capable of doing that. They can have dementia, they could be they're unconscious. Then we do have passive, which is where we remove the life support of the patient.
So in non-voluntary euthanasia, the patient doesn't have the ability to say he wants to be killed. Let's see. I don't know if that word is too harsh, but let's use it. So he doesn't have the ability to say that. So is it his family or is the doctor that makes the decision?
Can I comment there?
All right.
Okay, so let me just give an example.
Yeah.
It's just like someone that is in coma for, let's say, a year. To me, I feel like the person is going through pain.
True.
Normally, the person is going through a whole lot of pain. So if the family comes and says, "Oh, let's do this," yeah, as a doctor, they can be the one to give the consent to actually like do the mercy killing for the person. So I think that's actually.
But can the decision ever be in the hands of the doctor himself?
Yes, in some way.
Yeah.
Can we go to Christianity?
All right, sure.
Okay, so normally the Bible says, "Thou shalt not commit murder."
Okay.
So in that sense, it's basically like saying, "Don't kill, do not kill."
Yeah.
You get. So if as a doctor and as a Christian also, it will be very, very hard for me to make that decision, because following the commandments, following the things God has said I shouldn't do, me personally, I won't.
I understand. I understand. But this patient is in a lot of pain. So from his perspective, you are doing him a favor.
Yeah.
By putting an end to his pain. You understand? But I understand thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
This time we're talking about voluntary. Let's say the patient now is saying, okay, I'm in a lot of pain, I've been going through this, I want to end it. Yeah. And he's telling you, he has the ability to tell you now, as a doctor, please end this pain for me. But as a Christian, the Bible says thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
So what would be your decision? Would you go with, okay, I want to help this person, I want to ease his pain, off this guy, or or would you like, nah,
Uh,
I'm a Christian.
yeah, so I would say we shouldn't really just look at it as killing or trying to help someone to die,
Yeah.
but then we should look at it as, it's coming from a place of compassion. As a medical doctor, you should have compassion towards your patients too. So you can see the suffering of your patients, and obviously there's some terminal diseases, right?
Yeah.
Where, let's say, maybe cancer, right? Someone maybe has cancer and then he has maybe a lifespan of like 6 months, whatever. And then you've seen that this patient is having like massive, massive suffering.
Yeah.
There's just too much pain. As a medical doctor, you like, you want to save them like from the suffering, through compassion,
Yeah.
and just also trying to realize that it's not about you as a person. In as much as a person has autonomy, over their body or whatever, like they can decide if like they want to live, or like whatever they want to do with their bodies and stuff. But then you do have also people that are really caring for you, and you don't want to extend that suffering towards them. So we shouldn't just look at it as, oh, since I'm a Christian, I should know. It should come from a place
Think
of
about the bigger
compassion.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah, it should come from a place of compassion.
I understand.
Okay, so I'm going to actually, I don't know, but what he said is quite understandable. But for me, if someone is having, like, someone has cancer, basically, let me just put it that way, you know that, okay, it's just like someone having HIV without taking the medications to suppress the effect of the virus. You know that, okay, you have like maximum of 5 years to live. There's no way I'm doing a mercy killing for that kind of person, because you already have a lifespan.
Yeah.
You get. So if someone is having a cancer, like you have cancer, it's obviously, like, it's very, very obvious. You are going to, your lifespan is like 6 months. So if you come to me and say do mercy killing, I might just give you local anesthesia, and then you sleep for that. I'll give a very strong anesthesia. You sleep for like 2 days. You think you died. Yeah. But I'm not going to do mercy killing for you, because at the end of the day, you're still going to get your fate. Like, it's there.
Yeah, so I think there's also like another, like, in contrast to euthanasia, right? There's also what we call physician assisted dying. So that's also like, it's kind of different from euthanasia.
It's different from anesthesia.
Euthanasia,
Euthanasia.
mercy
I'm
killing.
not doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's different from mercy killing.
Yeah.
In that aspect, it's we're basically dealing like with a patient or people that would go to a doctor and ask for for assistance. Let's say the doctor himself won't kill the patient or the person, but then it's going to assist with maybe giving the person or the patient some lethal drugs, and then they can just ingest those drugs themselves. Now, coming to what he's saying, I think.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so the doctors, what he's doing now is that he's giving the patient the opportunity to off himself. Okay, I understand.
So,
Yeah.
so coming back to his point, I think for me, my argument would be like, if I have a patient who is like, having all this great suffering, right? He's having all these terminal diseases, and it's very understandable that, oh, you know what, yeah, let's just send this person. Let's let this person go to rest. I think those ones, for me, they are kind of like what's the word? Okay, for lack of a better term, I would say I would really agree with the mercy killing towards those people as compared to someone who just come like, oh, you know what, I just wanted to assist me in dying. Like I said already, the argument is, you see, no, because the argument is that a patient has autonomy. They have the right to their own bodies. You can never argue with that. A patient has the right to refuse medication, to treatment. You can't argue to that.
But then what differentiates that action from committing suicide?
So for me, I would say we do have people that, because looking at just this euthanasia, mercy killing thing, assisted, death or whatever it is, so people are going through a lot.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes people would feel like they're a burden to other people, and then the only way that they just want to just live just want to die,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. So as long as they have autonomy, they can still come and ask for those things. We have the elderly people that feel so lonely.
Mhm.
You know, they are not sick, they are okay, but they feel they are so lonely.
Depression. Yeah.
They feel like they've got nothing else to live for.
Mhm.
You know, so they would also come for that assisted suicide, as we can call it, or assisted dying and stuff. So it just depends with how you see it fit as a medical doctor. Which one would you feel like, oh, you know what, I want to participate in that. I don't want to participate in that.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Okay, so let me come in where he said
All right.
old aged people feeling lonely, like they have nothing else to live for
Yeah.
and all those things. So if you know you have nothing else to live for, just wait to the point of death. I it's to me it's like a common sense in some way.
Yeah.
It's like a common sense in some way. It's just like someone that is having cancer, you know you're dying in 6 months. Why not wait till
For
that
the
six
6 months.
months? Because that's the time you get. So
Mhm.
wait for the time, even if you're old, you don't if you feel like, oh, there's nobody around you, there's nothing else to live for, you get,
Yeah.
obviously you have something to live for. You have grandkids,
Yeah.
you have people who you can see, and then you still be happy. But saying, oh, you don't have
Must
anything
off
to,
yourself
you get
immediately.
like just bruh,
but
that's
Dr.
not.
Pelum, but like you should also remember that these patients, right? They have people that are really taking good care of them. Like they have to,
Health centers and all
yeah,
that.
you know, so that they have to set their time for these people. They have to, you know, so all those things, you don't want to make those people go through so much when you know that, you know what, I'm just being a burden to these people. Moreover, we can also add to it that uh, sometimes people, like, they can go through a great loss of money through medication and stuff. So you've seen that at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm still going to die. You know, so you want to
Yeah,
say, you want to help them to
there's
save,
no
yeah, like financial. And
there's
then the thing also, is we have to understand that there's a difference between allowing someone to die and forcing someone to die. So I believe, yeah, serious. So I believe we should allow people to have a good death. By definition itself, euthanasia is good death. Is good death. So we should allow people to have a good death, as opposed to, like, forcing someone to die. So there's still an argument there to
Okay.
say,
Look at this scenario. Yeah. We have a patient. He's in. You as the doctor, you're aware that he's in extreme pain. But this patient, he can't communicate with you to tell you that he's in extreme pain. So you as the doctor can't tell whether, okay, this guy want to die? Does this guy want to kill himself? Does he want to relieve this pain, or does he want to push through it? Because there are some people with that much willpower
Yeah.
to, even with the pain, they want to fight through it because they have something to live for. You understand what I'm saying?
I get that.
But you as a doctor, you know that, okay, this guy has no chance of living. He doesn't know that. You know that he has no chance of living. I can put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
Should you?
no
Uh.
no
Okay.
you shouldn't.
Mhm.
In my own way, you shouldn't, because if the person is trying to fight through it,
Yeah.
why not let him fight?
But that's the thing. The doctor doesn't know if this guy wants to fight through it. They have no way of communicating with each other.
That is why I think there's collective.
Yeah.
I would say collective euthanasia. So whereby you invite family members, you can have a discussion with the family members.
Yeah.
So it's up to them to, like, really decide.
decide.
Do you see it fit
Mhm.
for your person to put an end to to life? Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just basically that we have people that care for them. So those are people that you consult,
Involve the family.
and then you can have now a collective euthanasia where they
Yeah.
consent to that, and as a medical doctor, you consent
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. Consent to the decision of the family
Yeah.
members.
Yeah.
Um, understand. You have the same thing he said, yeah?
That is why. So you see that, like, when earlier, like, we talked about the types.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, this now falls in involuntary.
Involuntary.
Yeah, because it's now you are putting an end to life without the consent of the patient.
I think that's. Would like to hear your opinion on the comment section. But for now, we'll end discussion today with that. And I hope to see you guys next time. My name is Donald and the host.